Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of God Eater Resurrection. I'm your host, Drac. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. As you may notice, I've got some different clothes on, both in the game and real life. Although, probably. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about it. Free advertisement. Anyway. Let's look at my loadout. I've renamed it. I've taken off enemy HP vision because, honestly, don't need it right now. We're still in the early game. However, I did farm a couple of weapons off screen. I also changed up my predator style a little bit. And clearly changed my appearance. Now, there will be an episode where I go completely into bullets. But for now, I like to make a balanced build. That's the reason why I use bucklers and not medium or heavy. That's the reason why I use bucklers and not medium or heavy shields. However, I'm thinking about swapping away from cannon-type weapons. Now, the fact that I've built up an arsenal of cannon-type weapons is still good. They'll be great to balance out. They'll be great to balance things with if I ever use scythes regularly. And there really isn't a weapon that does slashing damage. There's only different variations of crushing and piercing. Huh. For some reason, I thought there was slash-type ammunition. I could be wrong. You know what? Let me take a look at bullets. Yeah, normal bullets will go in assault. Buckshots go in shotguns. You can even have slugs. Yeah. So, honestly, I suppose with guns, it's personal preference, although buckshot is best up against the angels, the zygotes, the flying egg type enemies. Code database, I'll show you. These guys. So yeah, normally you hit one of those with buckshot and right out of the air. So if you find yourself getting annoyed by them, swarmed by them, might want to build up a shotgun. But anyway, we're on difficulty 4 now. Sunlight on snow. And there are still other, as you can also see, I've done a fair bit of the free missions. Pretty much all available to me at this time. I do need to farm Vajra, though. Do need to farm a bit of Vajra. But right now, we're going to take on this multi-origami mission. Several ogre tails. And another thing I want to show you guys. At this point in the game, this is what I use on my support. On my backup. And actually, no. Don't want to go into radio options. Let's accept the mission first. Then I will head over to personal abilities. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Now you see I have additional gaps, support skill uses, all very useful, very, very useful abilities. Now support skill uses +1 is very nice here in the early game, because that means you can choose multiple people to give additional gap to. This will allow you to spread, not gap, AP, your ability points. It'll allow you to spread them out over multiple uses when you actually draw this support skill uses +1. Because not only can you choose this particular support skill does not use your support. It doesn't use the one support you get at the end of a mission. So, if you choose this, not only can you choose this skill, but you can also choose 2 more. So this allows you to spread things out. And hopefully I explained that correctly. Now, what I want to do is I now have enough for Abandoned God Arc parts up 2.
I'm glad I studied so much. Every hour seems worth it now that I can help you all in the field.
And with that, especially if you're looking to farm Abandoned God Arcs, this is what I would use. Because because eventually you will get the golden draw, as it were. You'll get support skill uses +1, and then after that you can choose both Abandoned God Arc rare up and Abandoned God Arc parts up. The parts up will make it to where you get more God Arcs. It'll make it to where you get more arc parts. And the rarity up will make it to where you get more rare parts. Now, before I go on this mission, I want to talk shortly about a video I saw. Now, that I don't want... Well, I mean, eventually this channel may become my hot takes. And a bit of gameplay. So, I'll tell you what, I'll talk about it while I'm on the field. If you can't hear me, fine. If you can, awesome.
Man, is it just me or are the rations getting leaner and lamer every day? Seriously, I know food is tight, but damn! You know? Like, what about that ration pudding? I mean, if you can even call that pudding. It was mostly just multicolored goop. Ugh.
Ugh.
Hey, what up, Soma? Dude, I was totally thinking of having a little shindig to celebrate our new leader. You down?
Gonna say no.
Come on, Somes, don't be the pre-party pooper.
Go ahead and have your shindig. Just don't count on my RSVP.
Jerk! You don't act all badass just 'cause you're all badass and stuff. And don't be so arrogant even when you show up like 20 minutes late. But whatever! Jackass. You'd think I was asking him to run ops naked. Damn. He's such a buzzkill.
He's the reason for
20
that.
past mission. Guess we better get on out there, yeah?
You learn about Soma's story a little near the end, possibly right in the middle, or just after the midway point. But for now, there's a reason why he's cold and distant.
Eager to fight? Then here I come!
So
Yeah, just walking around.
secondary
I still need area materials.
There you are.
I can farm for those,
Enter
but
combat with the primary target.
Got it.
Come on!
yeah, I'm kind of being a little careful right now because I have 2 origami to worry about in this mission.
Suck it, monster! Eat this!
This is an area I don't want to be in.
Hardly appeal at all.
Oh. Eventually, these guys can proc leak. And I don't want that. Yeah, sure, I missed.
Should have been quick.
But it's fine.
Don't panic. Plenty left in the tank.
Get our reserves up. Oh.
Alpha 1, you're in the final seconds of burst. Tear through 'em.
Should have been quick.
No, we kick your ass!
Origami down.
Alright. So anyway, I saw this video.
Life only gets harder from here.
And it was a woman complaining that her husband didn't ask enough times
This is the pace. I know you can do this.
what the problem was. She said if he had asked just one more time, I would have told him. And honestly,
Beasts will be beasts.
There we go.
I can't tell you in hindsight how many people have said that. How many times I've said it myself. It's easy to say something like that after the fact. It's very hard to put money where your mouth is,
Origami down. Confirmed. Origami
as it were.
This is the pace. I
And
know
there's
you
a reason
can
why
do this.
her husband asked only 2 times. That shows me she has trained him to do so. There was a point in their marriage where he's asked 4, maybe even 5 times, or up to 10 times what was wrong, and she still wouldn't tell him. So every time he's asked after that, he's decreased his number by 1. There was a time where he asked 5 times,
This is
she
the
wouldn't
pace.
tell
I
him,
know you
so
can
he
do
asked
this.
4 times.
Press the advantage.
She still wouldn't tell him,
Counter.
so he asked 3 times. Now he's at 2, and she's doing this to herself. She is training that man to not care about her feelings.
Bastard, aren't you?
And that's a horrible spot to be in when you're in a relationship. You do not want to train the other person to ignore your feelings because you just won't tell them.
Grab some cover.
I will not die here.
Communication is very important, and it is a 2-way street.
this. Did I entrust this to you?
And I've been talking for so long that I've neglected my burst.
Come on! Should have been done.
Saw that coming. So yeah, she is training her husband to not care about her feelings, and she only has herself to blame. Then again, there are some men that are already like this. They just don't ask.
Plenty left in the...
And you could blame that on the previous woman. Because he was in a relationship where he asked what was wrong, and he never got an answer. And then all of a sudden, you don't care about my feelings anymore.
Nearby. I will...
No, he started out caring about your feelings, you just didn't care to share them. And I'm probably going to get some flack for that.
5 minutes into the operation.
Ultimate mission easily complete.
But at a certain point, you have to look at yourself and say, okay, what am I communicating? Am I communicating that, you know, am I saying that, oh, it's not a big deal, or I don't want to talk about it, or what have you? Excuse me, tactical decision.
Plenty left in the tank.
Anyway, yeah, I do believe we're ready. If we're getting up to 8 in reserves, we're ready to make our own bullets.
Fresh bread.
Origami falling back. It's going to try and find some food.
It got away. Quick, after it.
Alright, we're not going to get back to it before our burst runs out. But yeah, just to reiterate, this woman was saying her man only asked her twice what was wrong. And that she would have told him what was wrong if he had asked one more time.
Nearby.
And that told me a few things about their relationship. One, she's done this multiple times because she got annoyed enough to make a video and post it online.
Drink the poison and fall.
And two,
Is it good?
that he has asked her multiple times, more than 3, before, what was wrong, and she refused to tell him.
Curse you.
For one reason or another, she refused to tell that man what was wrong, and now she is training that person, she's training the person she loves to not care about her feelings.
Can I entrust this to you?
Origami falling back. It's going to try and find some food.
I'm gonna beat you into the dirt.
Oh lord, this is annoying.
Yeah! Tear him up.
And it was probably able to eat, so it healed up.
This is a mercy.
I wish. Alright, here we go.
Excellent work out there, team. There's a hot meal and a good night's sleep waiting for you.
Well,
Ah, quickener. That's good.
yeah.
Close the book. And another mission.
I want to go home, jump in the shower, and then
So yeah,
sleep
that's my
for
2 cents.
days.
We are getting out of here and soon.
I can't wait to see you all safe and sound. You did so wonderfully today.
And now that we're getting up to 9 reserves, oh yeah. You bet your hot dodge. Jewel steel. Good, good. I needed one of those.
Fresh prey.
Yeah, you bet your hot pants we're gonna start making bullets. Because that OP9, we can dump all of that at once and do massive damage. I mean, this game doesn't have nuclear weapons in it, but you can get pretty close to that destruction. See here, reward credits up. And I'm gonna try not to name. I probably shouldn't have said the word nuke, but a Moad. The mother of all bombs, as it were. You know what, let's do bond break rewards up. Because I'm not going to farm. You're not going to see me farm these guys. Nice. And actually, sticking with hammers and... since I'm getting abandoned god arcs for those, it would be beneficial for me to stick with hammers, bucklers, and cannons at the moment. So, we'll see. Talon, limb, mask, tendon. Born. Ooh, redstone. Good. Oh, is this it?
Come on out and face me. I know you're here.
Hey, whoa! Hey!
Well, I didn't expect to turn around and see you.
You are totally welcome. It's not like we came out here to look for you. Damn, you never came back. We got worried.
Now you found me, why don't you turn right around and go home? I've things to handle on my own.
What? We're comrades, man. We're in the same unit. Jeez, you could be stuck up.
So we're comrades now, huh? How so? Who would want a comrade that can't even take a little joke? A comrade you can't trust to have your back. Better to not have them at all.
The hell, man? You know what? Fine.
He's talking about
okay?
himself.
Fine. You're so awesome. You're so epic. If you think you're so hot and you don't need us, then whatever. Suit yourself, jerk. I'm going home.
You should go too. What do you need with a monster like me?
There's a reason why he said that. Didn't I tell you in a previous episode his skin was different? And it's not because he's a different race? Well, we'll find out later. And we'll find out together. Oh, we have some mail. It's gonna be a little bit of shorter video today. Brendan, Shun, and Carol. You know what? I'll let you guys experience the mail for yourself. I think I said that in a previous video. The branch director wants you. Please go see him. His office is at the end of the executive section. Let's get up to our next mission.
You have achieved incredible things during your tenure here.
I know.
To think you would acquire such leadership talent so fast. Perhaps it is a knack unique to the new types. It has proven most useful. You may already be aware, but construction on the Aegis project is nearing completion. We are at last ready to enter the final stages. It is a bold shield, an arc to protect humankind from the origami threat, eternally. The impending success is certain cause for celebration. However, we must not let down our guard. You're so very close. I will continue to require your services. I hope I can rely on you, Captain. Pardon me, I was expecting a visitor. We'll continue this another day. I continue to expect only the best from you, Captain. You will help to lead us into a wondrous, bright future. Dismissed.
You know, we've heard talks about the Aegis Project. We keep hearing talks about it. Find out what it
I
is.
wonder, do you count yourself a curious person?
We'll find out what the Aegis Project really is. Soon.
Well, what a surprise. A visit from the estimable Paler Sakaki.
Johannes, did I interrupt your search for another lapdog, or are they a hunting hound?
I simply have no idea of what you speak. And you should be beholden to other interests. I've yet to receive a status report. How goes our project?
The Singularity? Not as well as you hoped, likely. I have so little to go on.
Of course.
Ah.
You know how integral it is to my plan. Do not give up the good fight yet, Paler. There's much to be done.
What of your other hunters? You do have others on its trail, I assume.
With only Soma out in the field, success has become elusive.
Ah, hence your search for another minion in our newly promoted captain.
You always did know how to strike at my sore spots, Paler. I suggest you continue to keep watch and hold your focus there.
I keep watch over so much. The entire universe holds my attention. Which is why I will never let something unique out of my sight once it's caught my eye.
Your warning has been heard, Stargazer. Now, kindly turn your keen observation back to our business.
To where will you turn, young captain, when asked to whom you are loyal?
I'm loyal to my comrades. After all, you guys aren't out in the field. You don't think in your native tongue if you're bilingual. I become acclimated, I think, language I'm using. That's true, actually. If you're bilingual, you actually think in whichever language is the most prominent in your area. That is, if you do have an inner monologue. I know there are some people that don't. There are even some people that don't have dreams. Can you imagine it? I mean, there are some nights where I don't dream. They are very long. And there are people who sleep like that every single day. Most of them I know are Canadian. Coincidence? Soma is no fun, so forget it. Let's have the party without him. So anyway, do you have any food preferences? If you do, let me know beforehand. Just mail me or something. Pizza. Give me all the pizza. I will eat every bit of it. So anyway, that's all we have today. Thank you for joining me on this episode. As always, stay safe, have fun, and play your way.